What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back again. So we did cover off the Lunar New Year heroes earlier, but there is a very important hero here in the Covenant Summon, and we didn't get to have a look at this guy yet, or this robot, whatever it is. So we are going to have a look at Nautica, just one of the coolest looking heroes that we've seen. I do like a lot of these construct heroes, but for some reason, Nautica it fits the bill in terms of the name, in terms of the way the hero looks, and I'm really excited about this hero for a few different reasons. So we are going to have a look at Nautica today and decide whether this is the best healer in the game now. That's just what we're going to decide. I'm going to go ahead and say it. So first of all, Nautica is an ice hero of the wizard class. So as we all know by now, it gets a chance to deal 15% extra damage per active buffs the enemies have. Big whoop, that's the class. The family is the construct family. So of course we know about the construct core. With Nautica gets the repair core, which is just fantastic because with the fully charged repair core, Nautica is going to boost the health of all allies by 25%. Of course, the healing scales according to how much charge is in the core, but just having that extra boost on the heal is an absolutely amazing effect for any hero. I wish they'd add these cores to more of the other heroes, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now, in terms of stats, if we just switch the max power preview off, we are looking at 995 team power. So we know the stats are going to be high. And interestingly, you can see it's 997 both on the attack and on the defense. So just about 1,000 attack and defense, which is solid, and 1730 on the health. So excellent stats, great looking hero. Fantastic core. So far, so good. But now let's look at the special. And I have had a look at this before, but I've not really sort of dived into it. So I'm going into this one slightly blind. It's kind of like, those videos where they unbox a new phone or, like some kind of new pair of shoes or something that everybody loves watching. I literally don't know what we're going to get, but I know it's going to be good. So let's look at this special skill. It's called the Pathfinder's Compass, and it's running at average speed. So at average speed, Nautica recovers 45% health for all allies. Fantastic amount of health recovery, so I do like that. Then increases the mana of nearby allies by 33%. That's it, 33%. Increases the mana of nearby allies by 33%. The nearby allies get plus 40% mana generation for the following 4 turns, and the caster and nearby allies get plus 50% critical chance for 4 turns. All right, I'm going to say we can pretty much forget about the critical chance. It doesn't matter too much. It is quite cool, and it can help in certain situations. It boosts the chance for critical hits, which deal double damage, so it's cool. But the rest of the special, aside from the first part and the last part, that little middle bit is where it's amazing. So the health recovery is great. Remember the 45% health recovery. They're going to add that boost from the repair core on top of that 45%. So quite easily could be at least 60% health recovery with that health boost taken into account. Or even more. I think with 45% plus 25, that's up to 70% as a maximum heal, which is humongous. And it's boosted health as well. And then the increase of the mana of nearby allies by 33%. The reason I can't believe that they've done this is because they didn't put X-Nolfod back to his original version, where he increased the mana of all allies by 20% because they said it was too overpowered. They said that he would just destroy the game and that he'd just been taken over as a tank. So I'm not sure exactly what they think this is going to do. But I do see that they've just made it the increase of mana for the nearby allies. But it is 33%. That is just giving 2 other allies 33% worth of mana. Now there is another hero that does this, but he is at the 4-star level, and he takes a hell of a long time to do it. So I'm just going to scroll down in my roster. I do have him somewhere down here. Satori's getting there. who am I think? Where is he? Okay, so this guy Brontes. So he grants 10%, but you can see here he increases on the third charge. He recovers 50%, 55% health for the caster and nearby, increases the mana of the caster and nearby by 30%. So he doesn't even get up to 33%. Now, why is 33% relevant? We're going to do a little bit of a math lesson here. So 33%, as everybody knows, is a third. Now, what is a third in terms of tile matches? If you have an average speed hero with a relatively decent troop, they charge in 3 tile matches. So a third of that is a single tile match. So that means that if you've got a hero on either side of Nautica who is normally running at average speed, they've got 2 tile matches worth of charge, and then Nautica fires off. That is going to gift them the extra tile match that they need in order to fire off. Now, in practice on offense, that can be very difficult to manage. But on defense, it's pretty much guaranteed every single time. The way that mana increases on defense is different than offense, and the more tiles you throw into a hero, the lower the amount of mana each tile gives. But what I'm sorry guys, what I'm really focused on with this hero is how would they be best used as part of an offensive team. So because Nautica's charging at average speed, I wouldn't necessarily recommend pairing her up with 2 heroes that are in average speed of the same color on either side, because by the time she charges, or it charges, I keep calling her a she, I feel like Nautica should be a she, but anyway, by the time Nautica charges, the other 2 heroes on either side of her are going to be charged as well, so you're going to have wasted that additional mana. If you're going to take her as part of a same color stack, what you really want to do is put 2 slow speed heroes on either side of Nautica, because that 33% mana boost that she gives is going to be enough to fire off those 2 slow speed heroes, whoever you might want them to be. I mean, it could be as simple as somebody like Isania on the left, and I don't know who else is a good blue slow hero. Jesus, my mind is drawing a blank here. But you get my point. I mean, 2 slow heroes in the same element are going to charge as fast as as an average speed hero, and you don't need the Bard family bonus to do that. Plus, she's giving that massive heal. So that is one way. The other way I see it working quite well is if you have 2 average speed heroes of different elements on either side of Nautica, because basically that's going to mean that if Nautica gets to her charge where she fires off, you're only going to need 2 tile matches to be able to hit that, hit both those heroes at average speed on either side of her. So I mean, I think that there's a huge amount of usability. I think that on defense, I think she's going to be an absolute beast. I'm not sure if I would pop her in on the tank position, just because I mean the era of X-Null where he was so great was because he could just charge the heroes on either side of him, and he was what's the word I'm looking for? He was tanky enough in terms of stats at the time, and we didn't have quite as much damage as we have now. So I think that Nautica would be a good flank. I think you want a tank that sort of deals damage, and then the wing, she can charge the tank on the wing on either side of her. Plus, she's going to give them an additional 40% mana generation for 4 turns, which is a long time to have 40% increased mana generation. If you add that to the troop bonuses and things like that, you're going to be charging heroes before you've even started. Like literally 2 tiles on your slow speed heroes going to basically be charged with that plus a mana bonus. So yeah, from troops. This healer is amazing. Just because Nautica heals the whole team, she boosts the health by enough to get rid of nasty fiends and things like that. But that mana increase, I would love to get my hands on this hero just to mess around with that, because I think it's going to be absolutely insane. So that is pretty much my view on her. If you haven't already got this by the way I'm talking, I absolutely think Nautica is a plus hero. Just a fantastic new addition to the construct heroes. And it just shows you don't always need to be dealing damage to be an insanely good hero. If we switch on the max power preview, you can just see the stats go through the roof. Dodge ether talent, I mean, Yeah, it's okay. Ailment Reflect would have been like Ailment Immunity would have been insane. That's what I would have wanted for this hero if I could have anything. But yeah, definitely I'm a fan. I love the art. I love the construct heroes in general, but I think this hero just really puts the icing on the cake of what we've got with the construct heroes. So yeah, I think they're doing a great job with the construct heroes. This portal is full of really great heroes. Shacklebolt is an amazing hero. Would love to get my hands on Shacklebolt. And Charles probably is, I would say, the premier tank in the game at the moment, just or the premier defensive hero. You don't even have to have him on your tank, but he deals a truckload of damage, and he's just an excellent all-round hero. This guy Desmond, he's interesting one. I can't really remember what he does, if I'm totally honest. So edges, silence. Yeah, so 480 damage to enemies on the edges of the formation, boosts the caster's and nearby's health by 20% damage dealt. So again, like I say, an attacking healer is always a good one if they deal damage and they increase health. Plus, it's a health boost, and then it kills ice enemies. It affects ice characters that much worse. So yeah, he's a good hero as well. I wouldn't say probably in the same category as heroes like Shal and Shacklebolt. I think there's a theme running through the constructs, to be fair. And then Cardinal's a great hero. And loony looking loopy zapper with his blue shroom wand it will just make you laugh every day, and he's quite cool running at very fast speed. So good luck, guys. If you do manage to grab hold of Nautica, just congratulations, massive congratulations, and I'll be very jealous of you for many months and probably years to come if I don't get my hands on her. So yeah, I wish you guys all of the best of luck in your summons if you are thinking of dropping a few in this portal. Please do tell me what you guys think about Nautica. I'll be interested to hear your comments, to hear if you think that she is, and as or it is. I keep saying she. Anyway, forget about it. I think this hero is probably, in my mind at the moment, one of the best and most usable healers in the game. I'm just going to go out and say it. So let me know what you think of her. Please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you find the videos helpful and you don't want to miss any future videos. So that's all for now. Good luck in the War of Three Kingdoms, and I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye for now.